Today, we're going to talk about something called Agent on Core. It's a huge deal because it's completely rethinking how we get help. And it all starts with a very simple, very relatable question. I mean, seriously, why do we still have to do this? We've all been there. You're in the zone, you're getting stuff done, you hit a roadblock, and suddenly you have to stop everything. You open a new tab, your focus is just shattered, all to find one little answer. It's a universal frustration. Exactly. The way it works now is just clunky. It yanks you right out of the Salesforce platform and sends you over to help.salesforce.com. This whole context switching thing is a massive productivity killer. It's like having to walk down the hall to a separate library every single time you need to look up a word. So what's the fix? Well, what if that library, that help, came directly to you? That's the whole idea here. Help is finally coming right where you need it most, directly in-app. And here it is. Take a look. This is the new experience. The Help agent just slides in. It's this clean side panel right inside the core platform. You're not leaving the page. You're not opening a new window. It's all right there. You can get what you need and get right back to work without missing a beat. And the whole process? It's designed to be so simple. You click the familiar help icon, you ask your question, you get a smart, AI-powered answer, and then you just keep working. That's it. No friction, no interruption. Yeah, and this is way more than just a simple FAQ bot. I mean, what if the AI can't quite get you the answer? No problem. It can actually create a support case for you right from that panel. It can even transfer you to a live support engineer. It's a full-on support hub packed into that little side panel. Okay, so how does it do all that? How does it know what you need? Well, the real magic here is something we call context engineering, and it's a pretty cool idea. So agentic context, what is that? Think of it like this. It's the agent's ability to understand who you are, where you are in the app, and what you're trying to do right now. It's the difference between a generic chatbot that asks, "How can I help you?" and a personal concierge who already knows you, knows what you're working on, and can offer help that's actually helpful. And this is where that abstract idea gets really concrete. This is the data that powers that intelligence. The agent knows the surface. Yep, you're in the core app. It knows your org status. Are you on a trial or are you a paid customer? It even knows your unique tenant ID and your language. These little pieces of data are the building blocks that make the agent so smart. Okay, so here's why that context matters so much. The agent uses it to decide what it can and can't do for you. We call these capabilities topics. So for instance, if you're in a free trial org during the pilot, maybe you can only search for articles. The knowledge topic is enabled, but create case is disabled. But if you're in a paid org, bam, everything lights up. Case creation, live chat, the whole shebang. It customizes the experience for you. All right, so we've got the context, we've got the smart behaviors, but what actually happens behind the scenes when you type in a question? Let's follow the data. We're going to trace the journey of a single query. Because every time you ask a question, you're kicking off this journey through a pretty sophisticated data pipeline. It's not just a one-and-done thing. It's the start of a whole story. And here's the roadmap for that journey. You, the user, are over there in the Salesforce core app. Your question travels over to the central ASA help agent, which is our brainy, automated support assistant living on OrgCS. This setup is great because it means one central, super smart agent can power help experiences all over the place, not just here. So let's break that journey down. Step 1, you ask a question in the app. Instantly, your session gets enriched with all that context we talked about. Your ID, your user details, that's the KYC or Know Your Customer service doing its thing. Then, the central agent processes your request, using only the topics that are enabled for you. And this part is key, the whole interaction gets stamped with in-app and logged. Why? So it can flow into our analytics in Tableau and show up on the executive scorecard. So your simple question just became super valuable data that helps us understand where customers are struggling. Pretty cool, right? But this is really just the starting point. This whole setup is laying the groundwork for something even bigger, for a support experience that's truly intelligent. So the rollout is happening in a few steps. It started back in August with a pilot for some of the free trial orgs, just the knowledge-based stuff. Then for Dreamforce, it's the big production launch. It's rolling out to paid orgs with more features, like creating cases and support for multiple languages. And after that, the goal is to get it to do everything the web agent can do and then go even further. And this is what further looks like. Just imagine an agent that doesn't even wait for you to ask for help. It notices you might be getting stuck. Maybe you've been on one page for too long, or you bailed on a setup wizard halfway through, and it just proactively pops up to offer help. It's anticipating what you need before you even have to ask. And really, that's the ultimate goal here, to move from a tool that just answers questions to an experience that's genuinely intelligent, that understands your context, and that's proactive. So the final thought I'll leave you with is this. What if help wasn't just something you had to ask for, but something that was always one step ahead, anticipating your every need?